Hi, Matthew Southard again. This is for the last tutorial of checking in a frequent guest. And this one is basically almost the same as the last one, except it's changed because they don't have a reservation and they are just walking in off the street expecting a room. And this happens quite often. It's like I said, it's relatively similar to checking in the person with the reservation. You don't really confirm information as like you did in the last step. Like you don't look at their paper and make sure it matches up. You ask them for what they want because you don't know yet, hypothetically. So they come in needing a king bed, you ask them, hey, how many beds did you need? Did you want our suite or whatever? And they tell you. And we try to honor whatever they want. Now, the main difference, like I said, throughout all the steps is asking and instead of confirming. The difference also being that if we are not able to honor their requests, that really isn't the fault of the hotel because, they walked in off the street at 8 o'clock at night on that day. So if we're overbooked on kings that day when they wanted a king, that's kind of their problem. So we aren't going to go above and beyond to make sure that they keep coming back because, well, I shouldn't say that. You should definitely try to keep them happy. So if it's a 10% discount or whatever, so be it. Hey, take a 2 queen, I'll give you 10% off or something of that nature. Just make sure you tell them it's a one-time thing. We don't comp rooms or anything of that nature. We don't offer free nights because, like I said, that's not really our fault, and yeah, it's bad luck on their part, don't get me wrong, so we don't want to be mean to them, but at the same token, the hotels, can't predict whether or not they're coming in that night and what they're going to need, so that's why they're supposed to be making a reservation, and sometimes that's not possible, true. So basically, be as diplomatic as possible. Obviously, don't be, if you were that person, imagine yourself in their shoes. So be nice about it, but don't go to the lengths that you do when they have a reservation that's screwed up, because that's our fault. But the other one's kind of on them. So, but anyway, there's one step that you really have to do that's changed, and that's actually the first step, because in the previous example, you already had a reservation set up. So in this example, you do not. So what you need to do is when you've already searched for their name and you see one of their past stays, you will not see any reservations, but you will see, their past stays. So you select one of them, and there's actually a screenshot below of what button you have to push, but it's a button that says new, and basically that creates a new walk-in or reservation of that person. And so all their information is carried over, so you don't have to get all of it and all that kind of stuff. But that's really the main difference between a reservation and a walk-in, other than, with the reservation, you're just confirming information as opposed to the walk-in where you're, asking for it. And that is actually the last tutorial of checking in a frequent guest. I think it's been pretty well explained how to do it. And if you need further help, you can always ask your management or manageress, whatever, for help. And you can role play with your fellow employees and things of that nature as well. But that's all I have for you. So goodbye.